say this particular one, $6 million man, it's absolutely fantastic. Well before its time. What you do with the $6 million man is basically if you turn his arm like heavy like that onto there, look, that's his engine block, and then he should lift it. So let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. And there he goes. He's lifting the girder. You can see that there. There we go. And turn that. So I've just actually watched the actual second episode, the absolutely fantastic series on the SC channel, Skating for Toys. Really great show this, absolutely fantastic. I love the first episode. Obviously the first episode was about Star Wars, which I love. The second episode was slightly different in many respects. Basically it was talking about Matchbox toys. Obviously there's a sale of Matchbox toys, talking about those. Really great. I remember Matchbox toys when I was a kid. They were absolutely fantastic. You can get them quite cheap, quite readily available. There was different ones you could actually get, things like little gems, basically like a hovercraft Matchbox toy. You've got like some niche ones as well. You've got like the fire engine, you've got like the Pepsi Cola van. I actually have got a book, which is like a Matchbox book, which is absolutely fantastic. It actually lists all the actual little Matchbox cars that were available. Quite a few different ones that were available at the time. It's a really good comprehensive book. This actually goes through the different cars, because obviously with the Matchbox cars themselves, the boxes are like little matchboxes. They're quite, you know, each one had a number attached to it as well. Really great book this. There's a few things at the back here of my collection, and I sometimes review. Obviously you've got a $6 million man there, which is actually first release $6 million man. This one is actually Dennis Fisher version, which is basically the UK version of the $6 million man.
$6 million man, ready to operate and command. Colonel Steve Austin is the $6 million man, complete with the technology to replace his bionic modules. Check him out with the bionic transport and repair station. Control his amazing lifting strength. See through his wide-angle bionic eye. The man, his bionic transport that becomes a repair station, and a working backpack radio.
When I was a kid, I remember a lot of things like, obviously you've got the 12-inch Star Wars figures, which I remember regularly. $6 million man, I remember that quite regularly as well, because I had one of those when I was a kid. At the back there, a bit of a rarity as well, which is basically Indian Brave Action Man.
This is today's Action Man, watching the armoured jeep getting ready for action. Talking commander gives his orders.
Give me some cover.
The assault copter fires off its rockets in support, right on target. But is the battle over? Only you know. You and Action Man.
Obviously with the $6 million man there, I've got a long memory of $6 million man, because I remember that film when I was a kid. I had a $6 million man doll when I was a kid. I remember a story, actually a quick story I want to tell you now regarding that. I've gone on a bit of a tangent from skating and toys, but basically, yeah, when I was a kid, $6 million man, I really wanted one when I was a child, growing up, seeing the advertisements on the television, watching the TV series. I loved the actual show itself, absolutely loved it. So basically, you know, I kept on pestering my parents, mum and dad, saying, you know, I want a $6 million man doll, I want a $6 million man figure, blah blah blah. You know, and what they tend to do is parents, they tend to know what you're saying, but they put it to one side because they don't want to spoil Christmas. I was a particular day, my dad came in from work, and like a box basically, that type shaped box. I was thinking, could it be an Action Man? Because that's something that was the same size box, or could it be $6 million man? So, you know, so there was a box there, and I was thinking all that time, I had about 2 months to Christmas, thinking, you know, is it going to be $6 million man? Is it going to be Action Man? Is it $6 million man? So anyway, that all went by, and I was thinking, I've got one of the two, hopefully, fingers crossed, mentally. But anyway, yeah, so Christmas came. Christmas come, basically, I used to get up really early in the morning, but I did anyway, 4 o'clock in the morning, run downstairs to the Christmas tree, and you know, presents were there, so you'd open up. So I opened my presents on this Christmas, and that wasn't there. That toy wasn't there, and that type of box wasn't there. I was thinking, I know, it must have been for somebody else, blah blah blah. Anyway, my mum came in about half an hour later to each one of us. She said, there's a bit of an extra present here. She gave these presents out one by one, and there for sure was that size box. I opened it, and it was the $6 million man. Absolutely superb. I was in beams to have a $6 million man figure, and obviously, you know, it was the one there, this particular one with the engine. Absolutely fantastic. That was a bit of my story. Christmas, that was Christmas long ago, basically. Mum's not with us anymore, but you know, those memories stay with me forever. But anyway, back to Skating for Toys. I've gone a bit of a tangent there. Yeah, really a great show again. As I talk about Matchbox toys, obviously another mainstay of the 70s was Cindy doll. So obviously that was, you know, that was very, very popular. Obviously Cindy basically was around at the same time as Action Man, and it was made by the same company. You know, Palitoy did Action Man. You know, it was actually part of the same division. So really great show again. Really enjoying this series. Long may it continue. Just a quick review there, talking about absolutely fantastic Skating for Toys.